this video, we're going to use a short story to break down what great cinematography is in 3 simple steps: story, variety, and human psychology to make it biologically impossible for your films to fail. Imagine you were walking down the street and you came across a duffel bag with a note on it that says, "Do not touch." You open it anyways and you find $1 million inside. How would you show that? Remember, filmmaking is about showing, not telling, so in a real world, my narration wouldn't be there. Let's look at the clip again and see if it would work. Every story has a goal, a character, and an obstacle. But in this story, we don't even show what the motivations are by showing what's in the bag. We don't have an obstacle by showing the note. We only really see me and me opening the bag, and that's pretty much it, which is a bit boring. So how would you add improvements to this video to make it better? Well, for starters, you could introduce an antagonist, which would be the post-it note, and expose it clearly so that people will know what the note says. You could also show the character dynamics between me and the bag by filming it at different angles. Let's look at the clip again with these improvements and see what changed. Do you see how by choosing what we want to show the audience and with no dialogue, we move the plot forward and create a nice sense of mystery? This ticks off all the boxes for good storytelling. So next time you're filming, try and think of some good ways to move the plot forward with your frames. My next topic comes in threes. It's variety, depth of field, and composition. By combining these three, these are what makes the frame actually look good. By having variety, you're helping the editor and yourself mainly, because you're giving them different shots to play around with and different angles to tell a different story. For example, instead of filming me straight on, you could film me at a side angle. Instead of filming just the bag, you could film me and have the bag in the foreground. Instead of filming just the post-it note, you could have me coming up to the post-it note. This goes hand in hand with blocking, which is another thing I'll talk about. I quickly want to take a break just to promote my Discord server. It's built for filmmakers and I'll leave a link in the comments, so if anyone wants to join, go check it out. Where you place the camera and where your characters are tell a different story. It tells the character dynamics, the levels, how small they feel, how big they are. When you see a character on screen surrounded by their environment, they look and feel small. It makes them feel weak and vulnerable. When you see them taking up the whole frame, they're overwhelming and overstimulating. It's probably safe to say that they're a mean or menacing character. You can use this rule in anything you make. Documentaries, vlogs, music videos, because it all taps into the same thing, which is the way our brains are wired. By using the rule of thirds, the points where the lines meet are where the human eye is attracted the most. So a lot of films will use this to place their subjects in those 4 dots, and it makes sure that your eye is always drawn to who they want to be drawn to. A lot of people use this as well to separate foreground and background. By having one character take up one side of the frame and having action play out on the other side, it creates this divide between them and the world that they're in. You can use this as our example by starting off with maybe an eye level or a high angle shot and putting myself in that vulnerable or human level state. So by the time I see the bag and it's on the floor, I've got to stoop down to that level. Then you switch it up with a high angle because I've now gained control of the situation. I've opened the bag and I've thrown away the note and my possessiveness is seen in the frame. Do you see how by using all 3 elements combined, we're able to switch it from this to this? By having a more dynamic story and having more dynamic shots, you're able to engage the viewer quicker because it makes it more pleasing to watch to the eye. Make sure to check out the related video if you want to see me expand on this topic further. And if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. In a bit.